What do we look like, Mike?
Hey, it's To The Point with Mike,
Turn the light
Leo,
on,
and
Mike.
Vince.
Look
The
a little
light
dark.
is on, Leo. Hey,
Yeah, but a
welcome.
little brighter though.
We're live on Facebook, and we might be live on YouTube also. I'm not sure.
Hey,
Leo wants some lights.
Oh.
There we go.
Hey guys, again, I just wanted to make sure people see who I am. That way, if you guys see me out in town, and if you guys recognize me, make sure you guys hit me up. Say, hey, what's up, Leo? I know you. You that one guy from To The Point. I said, that's right, that's me, man. Say, what's up? Take a little selfie with me. I'm cool with it, man. I don't care, man. It is what it is. It's 2024 now, right? 2024.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? Because the other day I was talking to my wife, and I was telling her, I was like, hey, could you imagine, or not imagine, but just think about, what was it, 4 years ago, what were we doing? COVID, man.
Yeah.
What was the government telling us to do? How to walk, what to eat, when to go, how to do it, which direction to go. If you didn't walk this direction, guess what? You were dead the next day. And guess what? Also, too, you know what? We were also talking. They were tallying in the Indian River County. Oh, in Fellsmere, they got 4 dead. Oh, Vero Beach, 5 dead. Indian River County's got this dead. What happened? Where's all that at now?
They had a ticker.
They had a ticker.
They had a damn ticker.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's all that at now?
Well, and they paid for every person that died from COVID as the cause, the hospital got a kickback.
Right. And that was, 4 years ago that this happened, right?
And regular flu deaths went basically down to zero during COVID.
Right. Car wrecks,
Yeah.
all that went downhill. Everything went just. But then COVID was going
People were
skyrocket,
dying
right?
from heart attacks, and they were saying, well, COVID gave them the heart attack.
Right, exactly, right. So my thing is, it was 4 years ago, right? What were we doing 4 years ago again that we're about to do again?
Vote.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So that, I mean, that's a sore subject for me.
It's just crazy. You know that, okay, here we go. The time is clicking. What's going to happen? You know, what's the next thing that's coming?
Well, people are too dumb.
You know?
I'm sorry.
Well,
I hate to say it, but voting local is your first line of defense, and people just don't do it. And I don't understand. I mean, I get it.
Right.
It's an inconvenience, but then bitch and moan and worry about everything and then wonder why decisions are made. The decisions you feel are made local.
Yeah.
Half the decisions made in Washington, D.C. don't make a difference to you yet.
I don't think the average person realizes how important the local ones are.
Right.
Yeah.
And then especially probably your younger generation, they might go vote for president. It's the big one that you're supposed to do every 4 years. But how many of them actually go vote?
So,
if there's audio problems, it looks like it's working now. Catch us on Rumble. We out?
Yeah, we out. Catch us real
we
quick,
got more to talk. We're going to talk about
for sure.
We're going to talk about P. Diddy, Moscow,
sure.
the Omnibus Bill, and
We're gonna talk about. I got a little.
some other shit.
Yeah. So I got something to talk about too, real quick.
I could do a Joe Madden.
All right, let's go back.
Boom! He just got fucked up.
Bottom and the motherfucking rainbow.
Hey, it's To The Point with Mike, Leo, and Vince.
Yeah, that's loud this time, huh? I see our audio is working now, so I don't
Just
know if
make
it was
sure
working on Facebook or not, but
Just make sure people know that we're out there.
So now we're on Rumble.
772.
we are live on Rumble. We'll later upload it to YouTube, and
Yeah, for sure.
it'll be accessible on X and all that stuff like that. Truth, if you follow us on Truth, if you don't and you're on Truth, man, follow us. We don't have very many followers on all the platforms, but I mean, together we have quite a few. And it's funny because you get views, a lot more views on Rumble. But
Really?
if you can only get half of them or if you can get them all to click the thumbs up or the subscribe button, that'd be pretty cool, because that's what helps you in the algorithm. So we're back for episode 68. We just came from Facebook, where I think we had some audio problems, but hopefully you followed us over to Rumble. There's a lot of news, man. We were talking about the importance of your local election, voting for a sheriff. Pretty much all of them want tools you're not comfortable with. It's just, I mean, you're going to have to find the guy with the integrity. Some of them are going to be politicians and feed you a line of shit. Some of them are going to be men of integrity and tell you the hard truth of how they feel you might not agree with. And call them what you want. I think it's a personal decision, and you just have to look at the integrity side of some of these people. I don't want to get back into that again, but we did mention red flag laws on Saturday, which is an odd day for this to happen. But Kamala Harris and the Department of Justice, speaking of red flag laws, unveiled this new center for ERPOs, which are extreme risk protection orders. Different from the risk protection order you see in Florida, but pretty much encompasses all the states, that any state that wants to utilize this. I don't even know what the hell it is. Is it an agency, or is it just a center, department? It's a Department of Justice is what it is. And it's pretty much assisting these agencies with taking your guns away,
right,
legally, which is kind of scary. If you weren't following us on Facebook, this was the map we're talking about. 22 states have red flag laws. One state has anti-red flag laws, and that's Oklahoma. Yeah, so it's pretty critical when you come to like local elections, sheriffs and stuff like that. Who you're putting in that last line of defense, you know, as a constitutional elected law enforcement officer. Is he going to follow some bullshit ruling from some left-wing judge, or, you know, is he going to follow the Constitution he swore an oath to, you know? Besides that, P. Diddy, right? Did you see that shit? They raided 3 of his homes.
That's who I was looking for right now. P. Diddy.
They raided 3 of his homes, one in New York, one in LA, and one in Miami. Let's see
what's
here.
up with that, man?
Let's see here. And this is a picture of him with Obama, right? And that's where his jet is right now in Antigua. I don't know. There's been rumors that he was arrested yesterday.
For what?
It's supposed.
Fill me in, because I just heard a little bit. I saw a little clip of it, and that's what I was trying to look for right now.
In relation to sex trafficking and sexual abuse, major. It's a big deal. Here, let's play this. Hold on, let's see if this will play.
Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily armed, and they've been very tactful, would probably be the best word to use, as they made entry into this home this afternoon. We actually watched them as they made their way through one of these side gates, and as soon as they got inside the home, one of the first things they did was made their way into this garage that you see is open right there. Now, they did take a couple people into custody. We witnessed that. Now, are they under arrest? Are they just being asked about what they know?
Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what we saw. This was yesterday.
Yeah, for sure.
So yesterday, early morning, and yesterday is when they did that.
And it looks like they set up camp too, to raid through the whole house.
Yeah, but what was interesting, if you watch that whole news presser,
Right.
They were there before the SWAT team.
Really?
So, I mean, what was this? Was this a setup? Was this a thing? Some people are claiming he's like the Epstein. He's at Epstein level. Like,
Really?
he's been trafficking a lot.
Right.
And
You come to him.
there's been video like him with Justin Bieber when he was 15, how he got custody of Bieber for the weekend, and he adopted this young white girl from, the parents were living on the streets, but it was like it's just a weird thing, and even 50 Cent was on a couple podcasts, I think. I forget the one, the real popular one, but he said like he was just a weird fucking dude, man. Like he's like looking at me like, man, when are we gonna chill, man? When are we gonna hang out? He's like, I'm gonna take you shopping.
Right.
50 Cent's like, what, man? Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Take me shopping. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I mean, he used the N-word a couple times, but I guess this dude is like weird. Like, and what they do is when they bring in new talent like that, they or well-known talent, they'll drug them, and then they'll get them on film, and then they'll blackmail them. So everything after that, they own you.
Right, like a
there's
Justin
rumors of the
like a Justin Bieber, like you
yeah,
said. I mean,
or Mace. Is there a rapper named Mace or something like that? Supposedly, there's audio of Puff P Diddy banging this dude in the ass, as blackmail. So I don't know, man. Hollywood's pretty fucked up, man. We heard about shit with like the two Corys from the 70s and just how Hollywood's weird and satanic and ritual type shit, sacrifices. So I mean, and they say the rap industry, the entertainment industry is all saying
he's got that one Bad Boys for Life.
I don't know nothing about it, but I get them confused with Kanye West.
Yeah.
They're both loopy, I guess, right?
Yeah, kind of.
But I don't know. People are expecting something to go down with JC, and I don't know. It's
crazy, man. This world's crazy.
Yeah, even more crazier. The bridge.
Yeah, man. What's
Did
up
you
with
catch
that?
a bridge? Any of that on the bridge?
Baltimore.
What's up with that,
man?
Yeah.
Let me see what I got here.
I know they said a ship hit it. Some people are already saying, terrorist, but I don't think there's anything to support that yet. I haven't heard.
Well, no, but I mean, there are people saying that, but the fact of the matter is, right now the ship lost power multiple times. Some are saying they can see that it was changed direction, after it lost power. Some are saying it could have been hacked. I think I don't know. I don't know if they would tell us if it was, but you see that circle in the red right there. That's the Francis Scott Key Bridge. And everything to the left is the Baltimore Harbor, man. There's a lot of business that goes in and out of there. So this is going to affect commerce for sure. So if this was a terrorist attack,
some people's drive to work probably just went from like 20 minutes to an hour or more. You have to drive all the way around that.
Let's listen to the first. This was the first. There's probably an update by now, but this is what I grabbed earlier.
May have struck the Key Bridge. We got further information through multiple calls that the Key Bridge, portions of the Key Bridge had actually collapsed. At about 0150 hours, our first unit arrived on scene and reported a complete collapse of the Key Bridge. We were also given information at that time that there were likely multiple people on the bridge at the time of the collapse, and that as a result, multiple people were in the water. We were able to remove 2 people from the water. One individual refused service and refused transport. Essentially, that person was not injured. However, there was another individual that's been transported to a local trauma center that is in very serious condition. At this time, we have multiple air assets from the Maryland State Police, as well as the Baltimore Police Department, as well as multiple marine assets from around the region, including Baltimore City, Anne Arundel County, Baltimore County, as well as multiple local and state police agencies, National Resources Police, EPD Special Ops Unit is in here, Maryland State Police is here. We have multiple resources.
I wonder, like, what was it though? Like, and all of a sudden it just collapsed. Did it boomed or? Like,
well, here's some video. Let me make sure it works. But here's some video, and the person I grabbed it from, I don't know if it'll give them credit on the screen, but it was off X, and they outlined what was going on. So
there you go. 4 years ago, now we got. Well, this is what we got going on now.
You see. They can hear us. So you see the ship over there?
Right.
It's coming. Power loss. The lights go out. Lights come back on, and it's going. This is sped up though. Thick smoke. Yeah. You can see that black smoke coming out of there.
Power loss number 2.
And look how it turns. Too late.
It hit it.
And look, see them cars going across, man?
Too late. It hit it.
Look at it all come down.
It hit it.
Damn. Pretty damn sad, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know what the final update is. I should have tried to find out before.
How deep is that?
We got together. I don't know, but there was supposedly like
10 cars, you said?
10 cars. I think there was like 7 construction workers and at least 4 motorists, possibly more. They have already pulled some out.
Imagine driving across that when that happens.
They were able to restrict traffic because they saw it coming. But for those few, it just was too late, you know. I don't know, but it's it's suspicious. The ship is from Singapore. So, I mean,
it seemed like the ship lost power, and then
Obama's just made a movie, and it had the same kind of thing going on, you know, where a ship lost power and ran ashore, you know. So tell me, it can't be done. We trust that we have a lot of trust in these people with our main thoroughfares.
But there you go again, Mike. What did I first say when we first started the podcast this afternoon? The government 4 years ago was telling us you need to walk this way. And you need to walk that way. And guess what? Right now, people are not doing that. The government feels like they do not have us by the balls. And they want to have us by the balls. And we're not letting them have them by the balls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
It's scary, though, with technology. Everything can be done from miles away on a computer, you know? Like,
for sure.
Flipping that power off could have possibly been done deliberately.
For sure.
I mean, it's possible.
Vince,
but that's scary.
Okay, Vince, just think about this.
Your truck could be shut off by a computer from miles away.
Yes.
So can mine.
Vince, so if they could do this, you're going to tell me they can't rig the fucking elections?
Well, they already did.
Yeah, well, they already know, but
okay, so why
don't we're on Rumble?
Okay, so why? Okay, so why can't people? Okay, so why can't people understand that it can and it was and it will be rigged? If they could shut the power for our internet for 12 hours, you're gonna tell me they can't do this? You're gonna tell me they can't do that? They made us 4 years ago. They were making us go to the right or to the left. Because if you went to the right, you're going to die. Or if you took the wrong turn on the grocery store, that was it.
Yeah, God forbid. Well, Governor Cuomo killed like literally 15,000 people by sending COVID patients to nursing homes.
Yeah, come on, man. Like,
because they were the weakest link anyway. So, you know, and PBD gave his brother a job.
Right.
And, speaking of that kind of drama, Candace Owens, remember the black chick?
Yeah,
the real smart, conservative black chick?
for sure.
Her and Daily Wire had separated their ways over this past weekend. And it's in part because her boss is Ben Shapiro, who's a strong conservative commentator. He's also He's also Jewish, and he didn't like her comments on another podcast where she said Christ is king. And she had made a Twitter post in recent history about you can't claim holiness in one hand, meanwhile collect in the other, and I forget the right wording. And he took offense to that as if, hey, no one's keeping you at the Daily Wire. The Daily Wire is the organization that's got Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, who did the movie What is a Woman? Jordan Peterson, who's a wicked smart Canadian dude. He's good to listen to. I don't know if you've ever heard Jordan Peterson stuff. Who else is on there? There's a couple other personalities, but Michael Knowles. But they're hard conservatives, which I don't mind them, but Ben's made some anti-American rhetoric in the past since the Israeli war. He thinks our priority should be in Israel, where the other half of the America First movement wants America first, not Israel. And that's where Candace Owen drew a difference with him. So who knows? That could be part of it. It could just be contracts up, whatever. I almost subscribed to the Daily Wire. I'm glad I never did. They do have children's programming that's supposed to be more wholesome, stuff you can trust. Anyways, but yeah, Candace and the Daily Wire. You still have your Planet Fitness membership, Vince?
Nope.
Never had one.
Leo, you got yours?
Nope.
Oh, I guess they're sending out training now for their associates on bathrooms. How the policy is anybody could use the bathroom depending on however they feel that day. And it's in their training. They're not allowed to ask, whatnot. There's been some people that were banned that have complained about being exposed to some indecent, exposure in the women's bathrooms and stuff like that. But now they're encompassing it in their training. And there's been some people let go because of that. But I don't have any copies of it. But if you go on Twitter or X, there's some leaked documents and kind of like their computer-based learning modules. People sent screenshots to some social media influencers, and it's pretty it's a gym, but still, are you comfortable with your
I don't know, man.
What if your wife is going there and
not no more,
some big dude that wants to wear frickin' lipstick today wants to use the bathroom with her,
I'm gonna tell you this, watch.
Bad shit's already happened.
Bad shit's already happened. So not too long ago, right? We were at the Orlando Mall, right? And there's a big ass line for the women's bathroom, right? And there's nobody in the men's bathroom. So I told my wife, I said, "Listen, it's 2024. You could be a man today." And she turns around and looks at me, and she's like,
they'll use our bathroom when they need to.
And she looks at me and she's like, "No, I can't do that." I said, "Listen," right in front of the other ladies. I said, "Listen, I need you to go and use this restroom. I won't let nobody else come in here. If you need to go use the restroom with the kids, go use the restroom with the kids. I'm going to stand here and not let anybody in." And she's like, "You're not going to let anybody in?" I said, "No, I'm not going to let anybody in." So I stood there, and the other ladies just looked at me. My wife went and used the restroom. She came out. We left. The ladies were still standing there.
Right now?
No, I'm just saying, like, they were still standing there.
Damn.
Like my wife and the kids and everybody, like, they were all done using the restroom. They washed hands and did what they had to do, and we left. Okay, if it was a man, he wouldn't have had a problem, would he? Walking into the female's bathroom and just waiting there.
Well, I would. But they would have a problem with the man.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like, if you need to use the restroom, man. I'll guard the door. Yeah. Or if another man needs to come in, you use the bigger restroom, and I'll stand by the door and make sure nobody comes through here. And when you need to come out, let me know. Hey, I'm gonna come out, and I'm gonna make sure there's nobody in here, and you can come out. If you need to use the restroom, you need to use the restroom. I mean, somebody else is gonna do it. Somebody else is gonna be a douchebag and do the same thing.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you.
You
who wants their wife in a restroom with other men?
Right.
or their daughters.
Right, but
especially in an area, or I mean, New York's got all kinds of crime, and
I know, but I know, but my thing is, okay, if they want to feel, if a man feels like it, oh, I'm gonna be a female today, and I'm gonna walk into the female. Okay, well then, hey, if my wife or anybody, if Mike says, hey, my wife needs to use the restroom and she's got kids and the kids need to go, but the restroom there's a big ass line or whatever, my wife, Mike, come on. Let her in the restroom, bathroom, and we'll wait. We'll stand outside. Let them use the restroom.
I've heard a lot of places in New York now. It's not even what gender you choose. They're just the restrooms are gender neutral. There is no men's or women's room.
But if you're a gentleman, you would understand that the father is waiting for his family to come out, and you're gonna be okay. Just wait a few seconds, bro. Just a few seconds. It's my family. They got to use the restroom. Take a few seconds. Can you wait a few seconds?
I got you.
You know, like it is what it is. I mean, just wait a few seconds, and then they'll come out. That'll be good. Good to go. Okay, bye. See ya. You know, because if it was them, they wouldn't have a mind having a big show about, oh, I'm this and I'm that, like how they always like to do. You know, if they like to put on a big old show, then I'm gonna put on a big old show too. Then, you see what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like if they want to go all out, then hey, let me go all out too. Then, don't feel offended. Don't feel offended if I have to shut the bathroom. I don't know. Fuck it. It is what it is. I don't know, man. I don't care, man. The government is going to tell us what to do anyways, regardless. At the end of the day, if you vote responsibly. Vote and ask. And if you don't know, ask or Google. Google knows a lot. Or ask AI or GPI. Ask somebody.
And if you're
don't just circle it.
Yeah, and if you're completely clueless and can't figure it out, maybe you just shouldn't vote.
Yes, please.
Vote local, man. Vote local. I can't stress how important it is to vote local.
And if you don't vote, and if you're that person that says, "Oh, well, this person," don't even let me hear you.
Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight was the terrorist attack in Moscow. You guys know what a Black Swan event is? Or a Black Flag event. No. Hold on. Let's here's an excerpt before I move on to details about Russia. Here's Ron Paul on with Tucker Carlson, and then it jumps into a clip of Benny Johnson's show with General Michael Flynn, who was with Trump. Hold on here.
Reaching this point where some sudden thing is going to happen. I believe in that theory of the black swan.
Yes.
It's going to pop up, and it's not going to be controllable. But people, you ask, what can they do? I think the most important thing is understand what's going on.
Call them black swan events, right? Black swan events are things that nobody imagined could occur, and yet they did, right? And then they have these incredibly, mostly devastating effects.
Yeah. So then something happens at a critical time, like elections, right? Like you were talking about earlier. Right. And then you have something like, I think, our audio is here too. So in Moscow, you had I don't know how you even say, Crocus City Hall attack, which is like a big music venue. And it killed like 182 people or something like that. It was pretty crazy. But immediately ISIS claimed responsibility. And everybody was like, what? I thought ISIS was gone already, Trump eliminated ISIS. But people forget Russia's got a long history with fighting Muslims, and not just in Afghanistan, but in like Chechnya, which is in their own territory.
Excuse me? What'd you say?
Chechnya.
Yeah,
it's a part of Russia. There's a lot of Muslims, and ISIS is pretty deep in there too. But some people were trying to say Putin was going to try and claim these people had ties to the Ukraine, possibly even ties to the U.S. Who knows? I think it's important to pay attention to what they're telling you in the media, because those Black Swan events or Black Flag events could strike up emotion. You remember after 9/11, everybody was united, right? Everybody was united. It felt good, but we were also ready to go bomb the shit out of somebody. It didn't matter. Just give us somebody. You know, we're going to bomb the shit out of them.
Somebody's got to be.
Somebody's got to
held,
get bombed the shit out of.
Somebody's got to pay for it.
Yeah. Whether we got to lie about it to make you feel good, whatever. And that's what they did. So, you know, you gotta watch out.
I still say, I don't care who the hell did it. Our government knew it was coming and allowed it. 9/11.
Well, what's funny was a few days before this attack, the U.S. put out an alert to international governments that they're picked up chatter of a possible threat at music venues or theaters or stuff like that, possible large crowd events. So some people are like, well, that's ironic. You know, they put out a warning and like a couple of days later, these guys, and it was 4 gunmen. They shot up the place. They slashed people. They cut some throats. I think I read something about poison. So they didn't really give too much about the poison. I don't think I have it down here. Yeah. So, I mean, that shit can happen here, man.
It might.
Yeah, we've seen that happen at schools and stuff like that. Like, what's going to stop it? You know, what if that sparked more outrage in Russia, gave him more authority to really start
getting a little
getting more aggressive, you know, internationally, you know. I mean, it seems like the left keeps pushing us closer to a war with Russia. And I shouldn't say the left. Majority of the right would be okay with it too, and it's pretty disgusting because back again to elections, not just local, international candidates and elected officials, you got to hold their feet to the fire too. Are they really conservatives? Are they anti-war? Are they libertarian? You know, because the omnibus bill they passed the other day was just a little a hold us over kind of budget worth $1.2 trillion. Meanwhile, our debt is up to like $37 trillion. So
yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Yeah. So that's also putting some money towards that center to take your guns away.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking scary. Anyways, that's all I got. You got anything else with you, Leo? Nah, he's done. He's expired. We're wrapping it up early tonight on Rumble. That's about 30 minutes on Rumble.
What do you got, Vince?
Nothing really. I mean, I heard McDonald's is supposed to be getting donuts.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you can stop by this afternoon.
No, not yet. It hasn't happened yet.
He needs something sweet.
You need something sweet, Vince. McFlurry.
Yeah. I heard they're supposed to be changing things up at McDonald's, I guess.
Are they really, though?
What's that?
Do they even still have McFlurries?
Yes.
The ice cream machine works now?
M&M and Oreo.
Do the ice cream
I got
machine?
one for Riley the other day.
Did they really here?
I actually heard a joke now that you bring up McDonald's ice cream machines. You guys are married. You might like it. So you should tell your wife that your sexual relationship reminds them of ice cream. And when they ask why, you can say, because every time I try to go get ice cream anywhere, it's always broken. Something's wrong. I can't get it.
Yeah, that's right. It's always broken.
Yeah,
Doesn't work. Out of commission.
Out of commission. I don't think I had anything else ready to go, loaded up in the pipeline. So. We talked about Puff Daddy or Sean Puffy Combs, the Moscow attack, the bridge falling down. I wonder, is there an update maybe? Vince, can you see if there's something on Twitter or anything about the bridge? Or how many dead in Baltimore bridge collapse? I know there was some fake video going on, and it was corrected on X pretty quick in community notes. Somebody posted video of a bridge getting exploded, but the community notes were from people that have witnessed the same video that happened in Chechnya like a year or two ago.
I see the videos that you've already played on there.
Just our stuff? Yeah.
No, just from other people, but Not really seeing like a. Now somebody put report there were no vehicles traveling on the
It
bridge.
looked like the last couple cars got over just in time. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can't find something here.
Said a few heroic police officers jumped into action and stopped the traffic.
I don't see anything trending on Twitter at the moment.
Says it was confirmed the only people on the bridge when it collapsed was a pothole repair crew.
Yeah. Oh,
And then-
I-94.
Yeah.
Let's see what.
And then there's a video of a helicopter going over where you can see the bridge during the day. It's actually still laying on top of the boat, the back of the boat.
Yeah, I
and
saw
then the rest
that
of it's
stuff.
down in the water.
Yeah, it's crazy how I was watching that.
Did you see?
I was watching the little clip again. It's crazy, man. Like it just.
You know how Trump owed like $475 million or something like that? Or was it
Right.
billion? No, million. The court just okayed it to be slashed in half at like 175.
Right.
The same day, Truth
That's happened.
Social stocks went public, and he is now in the top 500 richest people in the world.
Who, Trump?
Trump's net worth went up by
Can't
like
stand that bitch.
I think it's like $4 to $7
So the deal did
billion
go through
dollars.
then.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So $4 to $7 billion.
I need me a fucking sticker that says I can't fucking stand.
I don't
Trump.
mind him, man. I
Can't
want to be
stand
just like
Trump.
him.
I can't stand Trump.
I want to be
like his fucking idea.
I want to be successful just
You
like
You
him.
can't stand him, but you're gonna vote for him.
Yeah, you know,
Fuck
like
yeah.
it's just fuck, man. Like,
Hey,
Such a
so
motherfucker.
not to
He's a
change the
man.
subject,
Fucking
but
asshole.
on X they were talking
He's an
about
asshole.
P Diddy.
Yeah.
So
I
it
was just
says
looking at
that P Diddy reportedly left the United States on his private jet Gulfstream, which took off earlier today.
it landed
from-
in Antigua, right?
It doesn't say where it landed, but it was just before they raided his home.
Yeah, I heard rumors. Well, I was rewatching the Tim Pool show. Well, I wasn't rewatching it, but I was watching it today, so it was last night. And they heard rumors that he was arrested, but the jet that he owns, his company owns, Love LLC, was flown to Antigua. Steven Crowder, one of his guys, called the pilot and was trying to get the pilot to talk, and the pilot hung up the phone on him. He's like, I can't talk. Like, yeah, no, he's gonna get him fucking killed, man. I was looking here too. There's a lot of pictures circulating of him with Prince Harry. Here's Cat Williams was warning people against this kind of stuff. Let me see here if I can show you. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so you can see Cat Williams there. 50 Cent. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, no, it was just so excitement. There's so much excitement that there was no reason for me to put something in our drink. I need you to remember. I need you to remember this. Huh?
The foundation.
Thank you. Thank you. I told you I jump around. I didn't do nothing Puffy did.
Yeah, you heard what he said. I did nothing Puffy did.
Yeah,
There's a
whatever that
lot.
means.
There's a lot of people speaking out now, so it's gonna be interesting. You know.
Yeah.
It's always been like that, man.
crazy.
Like if you wanted to be famous, man, you always had to. You know, you always
Sell
had,
your soul to
you
the devil.
Yeah, sell your soul to the devil, or you know.
Take it in the ass.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
think so, man. I ain't taking nothing.
So,
that's what I'm saying. But these people had to do something, Mike.
So P Diddy was the devil,
Somebody was.
and
yes.
one of them. You know, I mean, if this is all true,
You want to be.
fucking
You want to be
crazy.
fame? Here you go. This is what you got to do. Sacrifice your soul. Sacrifice somebody in your family. All of a sudden, these rappers. All of a sudden, these family members. drive-bys and they're getting shot. And all of a sudden, these rappers are the ones being accused of shooting their own family members. Maybe so. I don't know. I mean, we got a local one here in town. You know.
So here's another issue I should bring light to.
Who's that? Mike on TV.
This is another illegal immigrant that.
What's his name?
I can't read it from here. Can you?
No.
Meet Juan Luis Rodriguez, an illegal who was just arrested in Denton, Texas, for the sexual assault of a child. He's booked as white. This is a trending issue on my Twitter. Let me go back to see.
On the pages Twitter?
So here's Libs of TikTok has been exposing this all across the country, not just in one area. But this one is Juan Lewis. Here's another one. Brandon Ortiz, a man who's in our country illegally, was just arrested for the murder of a 25-year-old Ruby Garcia from Michigan. It's pretty sick. Her family started a GoFundMe. He was also booked as white. Here's some more footage of the bridge. But
so back to the bridge, Mike. What was that ship about? What was it carrying?
It was a cargo
It was
ship.
a container ship. So those big containers in the because it's a shipping port.
Okay, so is it electric?
What?
The container.
Ship?
The ship. Is a ship manager?
No.
Is it a Tesla? Is it a Tesla?
No.
Fucking. So why did the lights go off?
See, I want to make sure people at home are seeing what we're seeing.
What do you
here.
mean?
Because it says the lights went off on the fucking ship.
Yeah, they lost power.
They lost power. How'd they lose power? It's not electric.
I mean, it could be a malfunction with the ship, or it could have been somebody turning it off. It's still all run by computers.
Yeah, well, that's already collapsed, Mike.
I know it'll go again. Watch.
Well, look.
Boom.
But you would think that those bridges be secured for those an accident like that to happen.
You'd think there'd be something. Something.
Some kind of
that
bumper
was
or some
my
kind of,
first thought
some
too
kind of
when I
bumper
saw it.
or some kind of big thing before it
There
even
it is,
gets
lit
to
up.
it.
This
Damn,
happened at,
imagine
like,
that car
1:30
going
in
down
the
right
morning.
now.
I don't know if was there one going
I
down.
don't know. Rewind it. Look at it, Mike.
You never know if the reports are, but the latest report I saw said there were only people on there with a
At the very
pothole repair crew.
I don't know, man. I just feel bad for those people that so this is how I look at it, man.
We're right next to the Key Bridge.
Like all them people.
And another thing, what a coincidence! These people are filming this too.
Well, it's a pretty popular.
I know, but like, what a
destination,
coincidence!
so.
At a perfect spot, at the perfect location, at the perfect time, at the perfect everything. How is that always? That to me, it always amazes me that there's always that one person at that perfect fucking spot. Always. And it's got a good fucking footage too. Look at the 9/11 fucking pictures we get all the time. Always at the perfect fucking with the fucking planes coming.
So that's what they say was the deal with the P. Diddy raids. The 3 places, part of an investigation. They were looking for tapes. His blackmail.
They're gonna go through. Did you see
just
how
like
big,
Epstein? Look at that right there.
Did you see how big the fucking house is?
Yeah, but look at this.
Fuck, man, they're gonna
That
be
was
there
only
for
one of them.
They're gonna be there for fucking months, man, trying to look for a fucking CD, or it could even be a fucking little miniature fucking
SD
drive,
card.
or
SD card.
Here's the thing.
The
Clearly, he knew they were coming because he got on a plane and left the country before
Did he
they
though?
got
They
there.
don't know. They don't know.
What are the odds of that?
I saw somebody else
Like
posted a video of
hours
him in
before.
Miami
So-
pacing back and forth.
So I'm
but-
sure if he had something like that, he probably took it with him. I mean, assuming it was in the house that he was in at that time.
No. Epstein, that's what they wanted from Epstein too, was the tapes. But here's a fact right there. Speaking of Epstein, his bond that was denied was $100 million for raping and child sex trafficking. Donald Trump's bond was $453 million for a crime that didn't have any victims.
Makes a lot of sense.
Right? Yeah. So if you're not following us on Twitter or following me on Twitter or whatever, follow us.
Right.
You can see it's Mike, co-host To The Point podcast. It's tothepoint.com, DOTCOM.
What's P. Diddy's going to be set at?
I don't know.
We want to throw our guesses in, see who's the closest next week?
What happened? Where's
what is Bond?
What P.
Do you
Diddy's
think they're going
bond
to
is
pick him
gonna
up?
be?
You think they're going to pick him up?
Well, he already left the country.
Hey, show us the list. That's it.
Give it a couple years there, Leo.
Show us the list, man.
Show us what list?
If they show us
Epstein list?
the Epstein list,
How
and now
long
the
that
P
took?
Diddy list, because you know P Diddy's got a list too now. All them people, man, it is what it is, man. We'll catch you guys next week, man. We're gonna see what happens this week with little P Diddy.
Yeah.
Hey, we might even shoot.
listen.
We might even get a little new gadget here. We might even give you guys a little clip of what goes down with P Diddy during the week. I'll have Mike record me real quick and give you guys a little update about what's going with P Diddy.
You never know. I mean, imagine this guy's like completely
saying.
innocent, and for some reason they're pinning.
Yeah, bullshit.
He
this
could
guy.
be.
You never know. I mean,
He could be. He
Could
could
be a
have
distraction.
something on them. So
Could be a distraction.
while we're talking about that kind of thing, make sure you follow us on Rumble, because when Facebook and YouTube kicks us off for speaking the truth, that's where we'll be. Rumble's not going to take our stuff down. You're seeing me adjust our window right now, but I want you to be able to see we have quite a bit of content out there on Rumble, but not a lot of followers. It's hard to get followers if you have multiple channels, to follow every channel, and it's a little confusing to operate, but I think we're getting the hang of it. You can see we got quite a bit out there. Follow us on Twitter, or X, I mean. Follow us on Facebook if you want. Facebook, we don't really get that much of a reach out there because of the algorithms, gotcha. So I don't really mess around with that. But if you're on Truth, whatnot, give us a thumbs up. Rumble, whatever. Interact, engage, helps the algorithm. But definitely catch our videos on Rumble. And follow us on X. Try to get these guys on X some more often. So I'm going to start tagging them in some shit posting. Stay tuned.
I get on X.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time.
You got to get those thumbs warmed up. So
I usually scroll through timeline once a day.
You can't just scroll.
You got to start shit talking. All right.
So, all right, guys. We'll see you
out.
guys next week. We're out.
You guys want to go on live? It's not an episode without Bill.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.